Hello and welcome back everyone to Wildermyth. So I'm back today with a follow-up, episode 2. So in the first episode, I briefly introduced our 3 characters. We have the Mystic Rub, we have the Warrior Met, and we have our Hunter Esther. Now, first things first, I do want to go back here to Scribblebauer, and we have a recruitment opportunity because I do certainly want to add a 4th member to our party. Our ultimate goal, however, for Chapter 1 is going to be to clear all these hostile sites. If I scroll out, you're going to see that this here is going to be our ultimate goal. Hamlet Delve. But in the meantime, obviously, we want to try to capture, scout, and attack any of these tiles with incursions, make sure they're all clear and secured. Not only secured as defensible against any incursions that might come in from enemies, but also secured in that at the end of the chapter, any site that we've taken is going to give us these here in white, these resources, so that we can use to upgrade our weapons and armor at the end of the chapter. So we're going to get hardwoods, hides, we can have spell thread and ingots. Okay, so like I said, first things first, I want to go take up this recruitment opportunity. Yes, we know we're there now. Let's take everybody. Now, me personally, I tend to play a little bit more guarded, and a lot of people may or may not agree with my strategy, but personally, I am going to take a 2nd warrior. So I want to go into stats. And again, I'm looking for a good dodge and a good block. I want to re-roll. Let's see. 50 and 45. Kind of scroll through here. 51 dodge is good though. I'd love like a 51, something like that. But I think, ooh, 57, 49. Perfectly fine. Okay. Plus, she's got a melee accuracy of 101. A ranged accuracy of 102. Now, I'm not typically going to have a warrior. Every now and again, I may have a warrior that's not so focused on defense, but may have a bow, for example. So this ranged accuracy, seeing that it does the amount of damage, the ranged accuracy, excuse me, hadn't clicked on it, skill at hitting targets with ranged attacks or abilities. Okay. All right, so I'm going to select her. Do we want to do Jenna? I think she's actually pretty fine as far as her looks are concerned, has a name that's easily pronounceable. All right, let's recruit her. We're going to spend 3 of our available 5 legacy points. You're back. I saw you leave a while ago. Well, all that slaying Gorgons works up an appetite, and Scribblebauer still has the best hotcake stack around, so I popped back. Also, we're gonna need more help. Are you interested? Me? Yeah. I'm just surprised. When you all marched off, I wasn't surprised. You're braver than me. I figured I wouldn't be anybody's first choice to bring along on a journey like that. Really? You'd be far better to have along than old Shan or some such. If you don't want to, though... No, I do. Wow, I didn't even need to work up the nerve to say that. So you're in? I am. What sort of skill do you need? And at this point, you can choose a warrior, hunter, or mystic. Again, I'm going with the warrior. Her first, let's see. Now, Raider. I really, really like this. I may have, and I don't remember, I apologize. It's been a couple of days since I recorded the first episode with the holidays and all. Raider allows you to start a fire in an adjacent empty tile, which is fantastic because your mystic can play off of that. So if, and I love fire. I absolutely love fire. It does lots and lots of damage. You can move it around. You can jump it between characters. So I'm very, very, very tempted to do Raider. Wolf Call, she has 2 speed, means that she can advance further when she gets the kill the next attempt. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do Raider. Now we've got 4. Hey, so I want to immediately head off. Everything is pretty well connected here over the mountain pass. Otherwise, I have to kind of go around and back. So let's head here. If you'll notice when I'm going through, you're going to see here Esther. Labor times 3 as she's a hunter. Meaning that because she has that speed 5 and she's a hunter, hunters have a higher ability at scouting. So you definitely want to take hunters along. Right now, since we only have a party of 4, obviously it's not going to matter a great deal. Okay, our first real battle here. Let's get everybody in. Did you see that huge moth that landed in Jaina's hair earlier today? How could I not? And you weren't going to say anything? She walked around with it for an hour. Tell me a story before these embers die out. I just want to spend some time in a world where everything fits together nicely. What would you like to hear? Do we want the trickster moon, the king and the raindrop, or something that happened to you? How about something that happened to you? Okay. Metz tells Rob about a blue jay who used to perch just outside his kitchen window. The bird's trust was more easily won than that of most wild creatures, especially with the nuts from Metz's pantry. I called him Scuttlebutt, even though he probably would not have approved. He always cocked his head as if he were listening. Jeez, thinking about cooking a bird. And there was a lot for him to hear. It was a time of breakdowns and movings on. So what happened to little Scuttlebutt? Same thing that happens to all who walk or fly this path, I imagine. Funny thing, though, the last time he visited, he brought me a present. A stone, not too big, but almost perfectly round. I've kept it ever since, wearing its surface smooth with worries or thoughts I have. You think it could be magic? Nah, it listens, and that's enough. We've got our 3 foes. Stampede, raccoon, and a swarm. We have potentially 2 doors inside that they can come from. Not sure where they're at initially, so what I'm going to do... Hunter, let's get you behind here for some partial cover. You can do the jump jaw. Same with you. Let's get you covered. I'm going to put you, however, here. And you here. No sign of them yet. Select on the warrior. Let's get you moved up. And Jaina right next to him. Suppose I can now move you here. Silk step would be nice. Am I... No, I can't get in behind here with the shadow, so you're fine there. Nada, huh? Okay. Let's try door number 1, please. Nobody home. All right. Door number 2. There you all are. Okay. Here's our raider that comes in handy. I'm gonna... Yeah. A little bit of cover back here. Gonna take the brunt of everything first off. Okay. Swap weapon, because for whatever reason she's got the knife in her hand. Move you back a bit. Can't really go too far. I do want you back. Raider. End turn. Alright. He stepped in his red zone there. Blocked. Okay. Took a minute for this one to pop up. Sorry. Some scenery grants cover, as you can see here. Partial cover or good cover provides protection to adjacent units. Passing through the scenery have a chance to damage the scenery instead of unit. Okay. %90 chance. Try to interfuse with the tentacles here. I've got a rock shield or a discus that I could use. Likely I'm just going to use the discus. Yep, let's get him killed. And I'm going to advance you forward. Let's put you kind of back here. I would love to get up and just whack you at this point, but I can't quite yet. Distinct fire. Yep, we know that they can extinguish it if they needed to. Alright. Very easy to forget in the beginning that you don't have much health. You really have to utilize the cover. Block. She would get 57, he would get 64. I'm going to go ahead and choose her to use it on. And they've improved their strategy. So now we have 1+ armor on the raccoons. It's the Calamity. Here we can secure the site. We're supposed to bag and bury all of this? Yes, you are. I want to investigate thoroughly, catalog everything. Okay, let's take everybody. Gives everybody a chance to heal. As you can see here, though, they're only getting half of what they would normally get at home. Right? A thorough delving through the mysteries of Miss Boilers has been rewarding. Okay, they get some warrior armor. Let's take a look. Speed I'm not too concerned with on the warriors up front. The dodge would lower his to 46, hers to 44, but that gets her armor up to 4.4. Oh, they're the same. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to him. And again, armor. Woo, girl, you've only got 1.4. Yes, let's get that up immediately. Okay. I thought this was an actual tile. Actually, it's not. The mountains are impassable, which means now we're going to have to go around. So let's go scouting. Jaina has only 4 out of 8 health, so we do really want to be careful. In this instance, there's no incursions. You can't see these vines over the tile, so I'm not too concerned that we're going to get ambushed and she's going to get stuck out there with half health. Painted amber by the fading light, the profile of rocky hills catches Met's eye. You think something's up there? Only one way to know for sure. Upon the hill summit, nothing waiting for them. It's a decent view at least. Look, you can see the salt road. Then it begins. A thrumming. It grows louder and louder until the stone underfoot chatters and shakes. It grows louder until its mighty growl clamoring. And then it resolves. A voice. I am the one. The voice of a carnivore, cunning and croning, warning them to run, promising to give chase. The one you have hunted so long. Darks and dreams. You have hunted so long for me, and for a brotherhood that should be yours. Do you know my name? It was a gift I gave your ancestors. They walked my myth over green field and fallow, to the curves and corners of being they walked. Do you know my name? How would I? The blessing earned through ancient service, an oath written in steps and trails and sealed with a name. You only need to know it. I'll ask you once more. Do you know my name? Lochias. Metz pulls the name up like a rooty weed out of its heart. He's unsure how he found it or how long it's been growing, but he's sure it's right. Yes, I'm your wolf god, and now you may take my oath. Abandon your humanity, my boy, and be blessed as wolfkind. So we've got a choice for Metz. It feels like coming home. And he can get a transformation. Oh, don't be flapping fool, Metz. Or it's been a while, wolf god. The transformation is pretty interesting. Metz kneels, and beneath him a green light pools. Dandelions rise yellow out of the sparse, wind-scraped dirt. They grow old and white, throw their seeds, and then wilt to nothing. The god rock kneels upon, hums. It cracks somewhere inside. A geode of understanding splits and catches light. Beneath the earth and behind Metz? And now he has a wolf head. +6 to his retirement age. I don't know if I took a quick second in the initial episode to go over retirement age and what actually that is, but let me go into Metz here for you. So now he's wolf touched. He has the blessing of the wolf god, and with his head is now turned into a wolf. So now he does have the additional action that he can bite a foe with his wolf jaws. So damage is inflicted is 1 to 6, plus a 0.5% bonus based on his potency. His potency right now is 0. So it'll be 1 to 6. I don't initially plan to get potency on him. His potency is damage added to interfusion attacks, which is for our mystic. So, okay. But, oops, actually closed it a little bit too soon. So his retirement age is 51. That's including the 6 that we just got from the alteration. Right now, he's 27. When he retires, it won't just retire him out. It won't kick him out of the game. It's not going to kill him, anything like that. You do get to finish a chapter. The chapter will continuously remind you that they're about to retire. And at the end of the chapter, for anyone retiring, you'll have the capability to add them as a legacy, meaning that you'll be able to access that particular character. Now, not its gear and not all of its abilities per se, but you will be able to access that character in a future chapter or story. So, very nice when you actually do have a little bit of an extra few years added to retirement. Now, if I wanted to at this point, I could build a station here. A station, because as you see, this particular tile has currently no resources, but I could build a station and give it some resources. But that costs me 1. I'll hover over this for a quick second. Sorry, legacy point. Right now, I only have 4. If I choose to use 1 now, I may lose the ability to get a new person, because they'll cost 3, or I may be able to use those 4 to avoid or it's a calamity, or 5 of them would also slow down the advance of the enemy. So at the very, very moment, I'm going to leave that as is. Okay. But as you can see now, some of these tiles, which they weren't before, are now covered in vines. Okay, so they're infested. So because they're infested, and this is immediately joining tile, I'm going to prepare defenses. Several vulnerabilities: incoming carnage. Cookfire would be among the old tower ruins, eh? They consider how to make the highlands more defensible. You're going to have the opportunity to do barricade, archer, traps, or enchantment. So barricades, as simple as it sounds, if you end up getting an incursion on this particular tile later on, you will see that you'll have wooden barricades built that you can hide behind. You can train and equip local archers, which means that everyone on the battlefield at the time of that incursion will have the capability to call on a halo of arrows or a storm of arrows or whatever they call it to come rain down on your enemies. You can prepare hidden traps. They look exactly like the jaw that you see Esther using. Or you can enchant the battlefield, which will give, for example, 1 or 2 plus to their stats like speed or block or whatever for XYZ number of turns. Okay, I'll go ahead and build barricades, probably a little bit more important right up front. Now here's what I was talking about the calamities, and I do have the 4 LP. And I probably, let's at least use 2. This guy's going to have 1 more damage, so I'll cancel him. Again, 1 more armor here. This one is simply more dangerous because we've got a new card altogether with this Watchman or the Bogmore. The Bogmore is actually pretty annoying as well, so I'm going to use these 2. I'm going to leave myself 2. Done. Barricades are complete. Now we can go out scouting again. Everybody's all nicely healed up. Now, if I didn't intend on assaulting immediately, I could go through and patrol this as well and get rid of the vines, take care of that, but this will do it all together. Let's go attack. Has anybody seen a stray tentacle? What the heck? This fog is so thick I can barely see anything. We'll probably hear Gorgons before we see them at this rate. Maybe. Oh! That's an awfully pretty patch of flowers in a gloomy place like this. Funny shape they're in now that you mention it. It's not just me, right? That's a giant flowering footprint. This rings a bell. I remember drawing of this very clearly, but the context is... Give me a minute. What was that? There's something moving through the forest. Something huge. Hang on. We're near Dak Tower, right? Oh no. The Strider of Dak Tower. What? A giant of terrible beauty dooming to those who look upon it. And you're just remembering this now? Did you say doom? Well, now I've got to know what this thing is. Or it's not what we're looking for. Let's get out of here. Let's see what this is. Are you sure we should go chasing after whatever this thing is? We're not afraid of a stompy thing in mist. Come on. Stomping and mist are fine. It's more the doom part. This would be easier if I could see more than 10 feet in front of my face. The Strider, the Gorgons. Oh. Come to me, brave one. Uh-oh. Oof. Shh. They're close. Get ready. What's on your face? Doom. Set up a board. Okay, so we've got a Rager, 2 of them. We've got a Raccoon and a Row Swarm. Ooh. And our Stone Spirit. Okay. Let's open this door. Let's see where everybody's at. I'm going to catch the Stone Spirit. Now, excitable little thing. Did you have to run so far? each time you encounter one of these, they could be for nature, stone, or fire. This is where you actually open the, what would you call it, enchantment for your weapons. So she can now at this point choose to replace her current bow and add the stone bow, or the stone enchantment, for lack of a better word. Or because she does have a dagger, you could also add stone to the dagger, or instead you could dismiss this all and go with a legacy point. I'm going to go with the stone bow. Thank you. So you see it's the exact same bow, but it adds basic stone. Stone, as you see down here, the effect shreds an armor and pins the enemy within a 2-tile radius. So now we've got that option. Okay. Claim that. Thank you. All right. We have them coming out this side. Let's put you here, a little bit of cover. Is there anything? This lamp can flare, which only blinds. We can do splinter blast. Ooh, or bone lance. Yeah, let's get that interfused, but I can turn. Let's get my warrior right up front. And let's get you posted at the other door. I don't know if there's any on the right-hand side here at all. I could do a bone wall, but just to let you know, a bone wall, it shows here, it goes across the ground and you can't cross it. So I don't want to impede the movement of anybody at this point, since there's only 2 mobs and not a whole lot of room. Okay. I'm going to let you hop over. Raider. Thanks. Walk right into it. Wonderful. You too. Took cover. I do want to back you up a little. Let's use that same bone lance. Ooh, it's going to get her, so... And you dodged it, of course you did. That's fine. Oh yeah, watch this. That was because we have the rival. We're going to try to outdo each other here. I'm going to pick on my hunter. I have to move her back again. That's slow. I don't think I can reach. No, not quite. I don't want to advance him forward. I don't want to leave everybody behind and get him stuck in a bad position. So let's take you out. Taking the chance that he's going to come through. Can see you from here. Push you up a little ways. Okay. And finally, wall my 2 warriors together. Of course you're gonna run away. Yeah. See if I can move you here as well. Get you in line of sight. Here we go. We've got a two-handed hammer that I suppose at the moment, because neither of them have a shield, I could give to, how about Jenna? This also does have a greater knockback from 1.6 to 2.1. Let's get rid of that club. Yeah, the Bogmore, fine. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do here in this episode, let me make sure to again secure the site and catalog everything. Let's make sure that at the end of the chapter we're going to get these. Yeah, we're one short to stop the advancement. And there is an incursion coming into Scribblebower. Yes. Let's see what we get out of this real quick. One hide, one ingot, one spell thread, and some armor. Let's give you that. All right, perfect. Okay, so as I mentioned, I think I'm going to end this one here for the time. So we've taken over the 4 tiles. We've gone through a couple more battles. Got to show a few more additional things. We've got an incursion coming into Scribblebower, which is all the way across the map. I don't know. I think I'm going to maybe wait that one out a little bit. We kind of have to come back through here and build some things up, etc. We'll get into that a little bit later so that we can end up at our Hanalet Delve. All right, but guys, thank you so much for watching. And again, if you enjoyed it, stay tuned. I've got some more episodes coming. We will follow up with our 4 Ace quest here soon. All right, thanks guys. Take care. Be safe. Again soon. Bye-bye.